All right, if you have not seen this video here from Dallas, in Oak Cliff to be specific, this thug poses as a maintenance worker and then attempts to break inside of an apartment, but he chose the wrong apartment. We're gonna watch the video, and then we'll get into what the resident who fired off the shots had to say about it. Let's check it out. There goes the thug right there.
Apartment 8276. This is 8277.
Now this guy wants to come looking to pose as a maintenance worker dressed like that, the bandana around his head. Come on, man.
Can I help you?
Oh yes, they came to check your air filters. I'm not sure. This is 8277.
Apartment. No one came to air filters.
Can you repeat that?
No one came to check the air apartment.
No. Yeah, we're checking the air filters.
Oh, nobody's home right now. We'll have to wait till another day.
Oh, much appreciated. 872.
All right. So I assume he checked the apartment across to make sure nobody was home there, so he can go ahead and start trying to make his way into the other apartment. Goodness gracious. Now, that was crazy. There's an officer who does a lot of community work here where I live, and he talked about this. That's called the donkey kick, according to this officer that I know. What that guy just tried to do is when they try to do home invasions, they try that donkey kick. He said it takes about 7 or 8 times, maybe 8 or 9 times, a lot to make your way into that apartment. But those are some very strong doors, and they were met with some firepower right there. Now, an arrest has been made. The thug, I bet this guy doesn't have a job. The thug has a criminal record dating back to 2013 with armed robbery and things like that. So it's unfortunate that one of these bullets didn't hit him. So let's get into what the man who fired off the shots had to say about this. It's a 7-minute long video. We might not watch the whole thing, but I want to hear what I want you to hear what he had to say about it.
He's just trying to break into my house. So I just did my best intentions to try to protect my family. Well, I was just sitting on the couch playing the game, and I heard someone knocking on the door, and I had to check the peephole, and I saw it was someone I didn't know. So I just left it alone, went back to go play the game, and then he rang the doorbell, my Ring doorbell. So I just got up, went to the went to my closet, and I answered and I just told him, hey, what's up? Basically, how can I help you?
Can I help you? Oh yes, they came to check your air filters. I'm not sure. This is 8277.
Telling me that he was maintenance, and he needed to come check my air filter, but I knew it was a lie, because last time we had tried to get our maintenance to get our air filter changed, they told me they couldn't do anything about it. So I guess you could say he tried to play the part, but he lied twice whenever he talked to me. He told me someone came to check the air filter earlier, and then he had said, oh no, I'm here to check your air filter. So I felt suspicious about it anyways. Plus, he had on I guess it looked like a tracksuit. He had on blue sweatpants with the black shoes and I think it was a blue sweatshirt. And then he had the bandana on, but he was playing the part. He had the whole notepad and everything. He was trying to, even went to the back door or the people in front of us to act like he's gonna check their air filter too.
See, that's the thing. He was wearing some sweatpants and a bandana. I mean, tattoos all over your neck. And then there's nothing wrong with having. I mean, look, you can be a maintenance worker and have tattoos on your neck. But I'm just saying, you have the bandana around your head. You're wearing a tracksuit, and you don't look like a maintenance man. And you know, I've seen. Look, in the apartments I've lived in, I know what all the maintenance men look like, and I'm sure this guy's never seen this guy before. He's not even dressed the part. He has the notepad or the clipboard, or whatever it was, writing stuff down. Let's keep going here.
But basically told him no one's home. He got to come another day. He just told me, all right. I closed my phone, came back to play the game, and then.
At this point, what are you thinking is going on?
I wasn't thinking anything. I was just like, oh, well, I guess someone just wanted to get something or just, I don't know, just maintenance, I guess.
No. Yeah, we're checking the air filters.
Oh, nobody's home right now. You'll have to wait till another day.
Oh, much appreciated. 872.
And then 3 minutes later, while I'm playing the game, I hear a loud ass bang at the door, and then I'm thinking someone's trying to knock, but no, I hear another bang and then another bang, and then I just spazzed. I couldn't think properly. I was like, whoa, he's trying to get into my house. My brother was in the restroom, so I had to hurry up and get up, go run to him and quietly and try to hurry up and tell him, hey, someone's in the house. We need to do something. So in that moment, I tried to hurry up and I guess you could say find my firearm, and it was far away, so I had to like hurry up, scurry, and go grab my gun, come back, and I positioned myself by my couch in my hallway facing directly at the door. And I was gonna wait till he came in, but whenever I checked my Ring camera, I saw he was kicking the door and he had a firearm in his hand, so I wasn't gonna let nothing happen to either me or my brother. So what I guess you say, I did what my best intentions thought, and I fired at the door and hoping I hit him, and when I guess you say, sure enough, he left down the stairs, and that's...
I commend this guy so much for doing what he did, doing what he did to protect him and his brother. He was smart to say, you know what? I'm not going to let this guy get into my home because who knows what's going to happen at that point. So he was proactive and saw they had a firearm in his hand and said, you know what? I'm not wasting any time. I'm just going to start firing. They're not going to come in after that. Once they hit that first shot, bam, they're gone. Yeah, but once he gets inside, then who knows? It's what could happen at that point. A lot of things could go wrong. He had somebody else with him, another thug, another unemployed thug with him. And if you look, hopefully I don't get canceled for calling him an unemployed thug. Anyways, keep going here.
Basically everything. Had to call the cops and wait for them to show up. Looking at the video, they fired back, but I'm not too sure. I know he fired back, but I don't know when. I just know. I'm wondering why the hell he's trying to get in my house. This is a random ass encounter. He's just coming at the door acting like he's maintenance, and I don't know him at all. He's just trying to break into my house. So I just did my best intentions to try to protect my family.
What did you think when you watched that video back?
I was hoping I got him. That's mainly everything. I was just hoping I got him. Then again, I wasn't trying to have anything bad fall on me because I realized, looking back at the video, I hit my neighbor's house and I wasn't trying to, but luckily and thank God, they left 20 minutes before anything happened. So they're perfectly fine. I haven't got a chance to speak with them yet because no one's been home and we haven't been home anyways. I wouldn't doubt if, they don't want to talk to me or anything because I wouldn't doubt if they do feel some type of way about it. And it wasn't my intention to try to shoot their house.
You're like fairly calm, all things considered.
Yeah.
I mean, you think it's funny? I mean, what do you make of it?
I don't know what to think. I can't even think properly now. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't fully processed everything yet. I'm just waiting, I guess.
Police have not found these folks yet.
Yeah, not to my knowledge.
They have not. No, they told me they have not.
Like I said, an arrest has been made. So this video was made before the arrest. So thankfully, an arrest was made. That has been confirmed.
Okay.
So, if in the off chance the people who did this happen to see our report tonight, what would you want to say to them?
You're dumb as for not wearing a mask, because I even got your name. Ever since the video's been public, I got a name and everything. I'm just waiting on the detective to call me. And hopefully, and wondering, we also have a GoFundMe, and I'm wondering if anybody could try to, I guess you could say, help us out. We're literally struggling in this bad time and just everything. I can say after this happened, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. There we go. Like everything just fell to hell. Like everything.
What do you mean? What did you have going on before?
No, I guess you can say we're just living paycheck to paycheck here. It's hard to pass by with everything being so expensive now. Rent's getting so high, and with the heat and everything, electricity's been up so much. We have nothing, I guess you could say, to spare. We're living paycheck to paycheck, trying to pay for what we have. We're moving out. We already called the leasing office. We're trying to get everything fixed out right there, but now we're trying to fix the door. After the incident, we called them, and I don't know how they don't have no doors to replace, so we have to wait till today supposedly, but I don't even think the door is going to get replaced today. So it's just everything's falling apart. We're trying to figure out where we're going to stay. We have to move everything out of this, and it's like we have no help, basically. It's just hard for us.
You can't stay here.
We can't stay here. Yeah, after this, how are you going to stay here when you can't even close the door? That's sad.
How did you feel coming back in here today?
Yeah, it's sad looking at it. Just work so hard for all this just for someone to mess everything up. Just no words can be.
See that statement right there says a lot. He already said they're living paycheck to paycheck, just barely getting by. But then for somebody to come and mess that up, for the little bit that you have an apartment, you have a home, you and your brother and your wife or whoever lives there, and you have video games, whatever you're playing. You're just getting by. Things are expensive. Rent is high, gas is high, electricity is out of control because of the heat. Energy prices are already elevated anyway. And then somebody to come in and try to take that from you. It's just absolutely ridiculous that somebody would have the audacity to try to kick their way into somebody's home. This sad stuff.
Can be spoken to express how I feel about this.
You rent this place, I assume? You own it?
This is my wife's apartment.
But it's a rental?
Yes. Oh, they told me I let off 13 shots. I couldn't believe it. But then again, I did empty the clip. It's kind of surprising really looking at it, for being real honest. I wouldn't have expected me to let off so many shots, but then again, I was in fear of my family's life. Supposedly, this one right here and this shot over here are the shots that he let off himself. Yeah, if I didn't think fast enough, me and my brother probably would have been dead today.
Do you have a message at all for folks about, like, a situation? I mean, you thankfully knew not to let them in. You had a firearm, but not everyone is in that position. Do you have any advice for folks who maybe aren't as situationally equipped or aware?
Well, I guess you could say the most advice I can give to people is just be aware of surroundings. Anything can happen nowadays because anybody doesn't care anymore. Of course, you saw it today. Someone tried to break into my house for who knows what. I don't even know the man, but everybody seems to know him. Hell.
Important for you that he gets arrested?
Yes, very important. Very, very important.
Hey guys, Toby.
That was an incredible video, and to watch that interview was fascinating because I've heard about these people. There are people that go around and they pose as we're coming to check this and that, and obviously you saw right here it happened. Somebody did that and tried to get into the apartment, and this is why it's so important for people to arm themselves and be protected at the minimum inside their home. At the bare minimum. If you don't want to carry in public, I understand. I do because I feel much safer. But at the minimum, I think you should be armed in your home to protect yourself and protect your family, just in case anything like this happens. And look, anything can happen anywhere. And the chances are higher in a place like Oak Cliff versus Southlake, Texas, or in Roanoke, Texas, or places like that where it's a higher income and you have a smaller community, more police officers are better to patrol the area and see what's going on. But this is why this guy was armed. He knew that there's a possibility that this could happen. He knew there was a possibility that somebody could try to get inside of his home. For one, he's in Oak Cliff, and two, you just don't know what the heck is going to happen. He said, be aware of your surroundings, and I'm always aware of my surroundings wherever I am because I don't know what's going to happen. I was just taking a walk the other night. I like to take walks at night. I live in a really safe neighborhood, but still I'm always aware of what's going on. And I saw this guy coming across the street, not far before I was walking, the other block. And he had something on his waist, like a baton or a sword or I don't know what it was. He was wearing long pants. I just kept walking, and I cut through some grass, and I went home. It was probably 11:30 at night, and I just don't want to take any chances. The guy, this police officer I mentioned that I know who does a lot of community work, he said that a lot of the times when there are home invasions, there's something behind that door that they want. There's something that they know that's in there. This one could have been a random attack, a random attempt. But he said a lot of the times there is something that they know that's inside that they want. Maybe he was watching, he saw them come in with something. I don't know. Maybe there's a certain car that they drive and they think they have certain things. I don't know. He might have seen him come in with a TV. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of anything because it's scary to think that this is just completely random. He chose that apartment for a reason. Maybe he saw the Ring camera and said, okay, I can find out if somebody is home based off of this. It could be a number of things, and it's scary to think about. But this is why I say protect yourself, be aware of your surroundings, keep your doors locked, number one. Keep your doors locked. Keep a firearm by your bed if you can. I do, because I just don't know what's going to happen. I want to be ready for situations like this. But all right, guys, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Take care.